Hey everybody, Kim here with Little Biz Resources, and today let's talk new IRS rules and how you can get a $40 sign-up bonus when you sign up for a free business banking account. Okay, so the IRS announced new rules, and you can read this if you want. This is straight from the IRS website. And basically what it's saying is that anybody who receives business payments of $600 or more from some sort of vendor or somebody who is paying you, they have to report it now, right? So you're saying, wait, what does this matter? I always claim the money on the taxes, so why does $600 matter? Well, in prior years, this did not apply to entities like PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, and other mobile apps. And a lot of those are used for personal accounts, right? So somebody might say, hey, I'm going to sell you something, and they may pay them via Venmo or PayPal, like as a friend. And while those don't count if it's actually a legitimate friend thing, but for business purposes, you can't do that. And PayPal's always been pretty clear about that. But interestingly enough, they've never really enforced it. And so I think some things are changing, and here's what makes me think that. I received an update in December, which it's not too uncommon. Pretty much, once or twice a year, you get something saying, oh, our terms have changed. But when I was reading the terms, which by the way, I don't always do, but I did skim these, and it specifically said that, and this was for depositing checks in using the USAA mobile app, as you can see on there. It specifically said that you cannot use a service for business. It has to be non-business and personal use. And I got to thinking about it and I went, you know what? I think that might be in their policies, period. But it made me kind of wonder why they were changing this a little bit. And then, of course, the information about the $600 came out, and it made me realize that, you know what, I think they're going to start to enforce this a little bit more. So like for me, I used USAA to receive Etsy payments. I have since changed it to a business account because that is a business income, right? So you asked, do I need a business checking account? And yes, if you are a business or running anything like a business or even a hobby that makes you money, you absolutely need to you need to have a business checking account, right? You need to keep your business income tracked as well as your business expenses. And to do this, and especially if you have an LLC, by the way, but to do this, you really should have a dedicated bank account for that. And a lot of people have used personal ones, but with the restrictions now coming in, you probably need, and most likely need, a business checking account. So I recommend you use a free bank account, and you can potentially get $40 for signing up. So the bank is called Novo, and it's actually through like Middlesex Federal Bank or something like that. And when you sign up, you'll get that information. And this is a limited time offer. And I've done a video before on Novo. I really like them. But the link that you can get when you go through the description will give you access to potentially get the $40. So you need to sign up for a new account. This does not apply to existing customers. So if you already have an account with Novo, then you can stop watching because this doesn't apply to you. But Novo offers free business checking accounts, even if you're a sole proprietor. Okay, that's important to know. So here are some of the benefits of Novo Bank. It's a free business checking account, right? You don't have to pay to get access to it. You don't have to pay to open it. There are no minimums, which means that you don't have to keep $300 in your account, which, I had one with a big brand bank, say that 5 times fast, and they would charge me, I think it was like $12 a month because I didn't have like $500 a daily balance in the account. And, during the fourth quarter, when I had most of my sales for that particular business, it was no big deal for those 3 or 4 months. We usually carry it into January, but eventually, I'd pay out stuff, have to pay for things. And then I'd drop down, and for, 8 or 9 months of the year, I would be paying $12 a month. So having no minimums is really a huge benefit because you don't have to worry about if you're down to 1 penny in your account. There's no minimum. So you're not going to get penalized for having under a certain amount in there, right? Now don't go negative, but yeah, making sure that you don't have to have those fees is important. There's no incorporation requirement. And if you are incorporated, like you have an LLC or an S Corp or C Corp, that's an incorporation. And you can still get a Novo bank account for that. I just opened one for our new marketplace. And, I still recommend no matter what it is. But what's great is if you are a sole proprietor, if you're like, hey, I don't have an official business. Maybe you're doing affiliate marketing, right? And you don't have a business license and everything else. You're still a sole proprietor collecting money. So normally you couldn't get a bank account because they would require you to get an LLC, to have a DBA, something in order to open the bank account. But Novo does not require that. So you can use your name as a sole proprietor. You would just link it to your social security number instead, like you would any bank account. And you could go ahead and open the account as a sole proprietor. So that's something that's kind of unique. I know a lot of banks might be shifting more to allowing that, but I can tell you now, those big brand banks, they typically want to see a DBA, an LLC, a business license, something to show that you're a legitimate business. Whereas Novo says, look, we understand you're still running a business as a sole proprietor and you may not meet certain requirements, right? You may not have an EIN because your particular situation doesn't require that, etc. So that is something that is a benefit. They have free ACH transfers. If you don't know what that is, that's okay. Free mailed checks and free incoming wires. Now, there are some limitations to that. You can't just do like a bajillion of them. But if you're just getting started with your business, you don't have to worry about that anyway. If you need to do an ACH transfer, or you need to get a check mailed, or you need to have an incoming wire, that's going to be free. So you don't have to worry about some weird fees like that, right? You can apply in minutes. Ooh, and you can do it online, right? This was a big thing for me. Even before the pandemic, I was really annoyed by how those big brand banks they would just be like, oh yeah, go online and do it. And I go online, I'm like, no, there's no way to do it, right? None. And so it's really nice because Novo is built to be an online bank. So they have all of the technology, they have integrations, they have a lot of resources for banking online, which we definitely need now. Then there are no hidden fees. You're going to know if you're going to get charged for something. They're going to let you know in advance. And so far, I've had no fees on my account, right? And I've been using one of them for like 2.5 years, maybe 2 years. And I haven't had a single fee hit, right? FDIC insured, that's important because if you are at a bank that's not FDIC insured, you could lose all your money. Then, of course, online banking is one that I talked about too. So applying in minutes online and, of course, online banking, I kind of combine those. But those are two things that are, that online part is just, that's what got me, right? That's what I was looking for. Then, of course, the free business checking. All right, so how to get the $40 bonus. I know that's why you're really here. So first of all, sign up through a referring link. See the description, you can get a link. It goes to my website, then gives you instructions on how to claim that. The reason why I do that, okay, you're like, wait, Kim, this is so complicated. No, the reason why I do that is because it's limited and if I might need to shut it down, right? So I don't want to just have a link that just takes you somewhere and then it doesn't work. I hate that when it happens. And so I have a better control over it if I can send you to a page to make sure that I can give you updated information. Because this video is going to stay here for a while and it'll come and go, right? I've seen this a couple times since I've had the Novo account. So anyway, you can't have a previous Novo account. Again, I've already mentioned that. So if you had a previous Novo account, this doesn't apply to you. You can't get the $40 bonus. You have to actually open the account. Okay, you have to have credits totaling $100 or more within 30 days of opening. An external deposit must be made. Now, for me, every time I open a Novo account for whatever business it is, I always deposit $50 into it and put that in there. You can deposit more. I think they want a minimum of $50 to fund the account, and that officially opens it. Once you reach a balance of $100 or more, you need to maintain the $100 balance in the account for 30 days. Guys, it's $100. It doesn't take, you can leave it in there for a little while. And of course, if you're a business and you're having money coming in on a regular basis, which you should be, then you should not have any problems. So what's next? Click the link in the description to get access to the code. Of course, that's going to take you to my website, which is going to have further instructions. You're a business owner, so feel free to join the Little Biz Resources Facebook group if you're into that kind of thing. And if you're looking for additional business opportunities, follow the link in the description for free training on a wide variety of topics. We do e-commerce, we do affiliate marketing, we do Kindle publishing. There's so many free trainings that we offer or we link over to for some of our partners that there's no reason why you can't, benefit from that. So take a look at the links in the description. I appreciate you watching. And look, I kept it under 10 minutes. So thank you.